All right, man. Welcome back to the Act Like You Know podcast. I got two special guests with me today. But first, let me shout out a consistent, one of the podcast's favorite, man. Coach K, man. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, man. We got Southern Jam Fest this weekend out in Boo Williams. About to clash with the Titans, I guess you could say.
You didn't tell them that y'all won when y'all was
Oh
out.
yeah. We was out. We went to what the hell was that joint called? Spooky Newt, and won the Spring Jam Fest just like a couple weeks ago.
Where is Spooky Newt? Is that Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Pennsylvania. Fell short the week before at Pitt Jam Fest. We went 5-1. Fell a little short. Rallied up, went undefeated, won the championship. Plan on, getting some 3SSB and EYBL teams out the way this weekend, so we can put that stamp on ourselves.
All right, man. Two special guests, like I said, man. We got an assistant coach from the University of Mexico, man. My college roommate, my boy, Ayo, Zay Tobin.
What's up, man?
Introduce yourself, man.
What's up? It's long overdue. I've been working, man. Just it's been rough. I'm trying to get camp situated for my Lobos this summer for the women's team. Out here in Albuquerque, thugging it. So I'm excited you finally got me on here. So I'm ready to go.
Last but not least, we got a Hopewell ODU legend.
Come on,
in the building.
I see we got it on. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, be young. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Hey, man, it's Be Young, man. So, look, disclaimer, not a sports guy like that, but I'm up here. I just feel honored to be up here with three guys that I know are very knowledgeable about the game and just sports in general. So, hey, looking forward to it. Let's get it.
All right, man, we're going to get straight into it, man. We're going to do these round two recaps, man. We're going to see what everyone saw during the playoffs. I'm not really excited about this, honestly, because my Knicks are out, but we'll get into it. But first, we will talk about the Suns versus Nuggets, man. Hey, Kojo, what did you see from the series, man?
All right. First, I'm going to say I'm sorry to the world because I did think that the Phoenix will dog walk them. But one thing I was right about, I said they would go as far as Chris Paul takes them. They had no Chris Paul. I don't know why people don't think that's a big difference, but we got to be honest. When you have your floor general or your what they call a coach on the floor not there, it makes it that much harder to communicate with the players on the floor as a coach. I'm saying Cameron Payne is a pretty good player, but he's just not a floor general. He's a point guard, but not a floor general, as we would say. And fucking Nakai hit that bitch on the nail, bro. What happened? Oh, there you go. That bench was way too deep. Phoenix didn't have nobody. Had nobody coming in the game to give him a little spurt. Cupcake down low. You know what the fuck he do. The only way Phoenix can do anything is if they trade that motherfucker, to be honest. I think getting rid of the coach was a bad decision. And just like Steven said, bruh, did they just gonna put a white coach in that spot and hope he win the championship so he can get that clout? And this is bad. So as much as I do want KD to win one without, without Steph, I don't want no white man to get that clout. Being honest. But hey,
it's crazy.
Last thing I gotta say is, bro, we all know I called it from the beginning. Jokic is the fucking league MVP. Don't play with his name. It was never Embiid. Never could be Embiid. And stop talking basketball with me with that shit, James. I don't give a fuck about scoring. Embiid's a scoring leader, scoring title winner. That's it. And he should be second team all NBA. All right, I'm done.
Well, for me, I'm a big Jokic fan. So I agree with Coach here. I feel like I'm not even gonna talk about the MVP situation yet. As far as the Nuggets winning the series, I had the Nuggets winning. I just feel like you said they were deeper as a team. I didn't think that the depth was going to show in that aspect the way it did, just because I thought KD and Devin Booker and of course Chris Paul was going to play, well enough to make it a series at least. And it still was a series. They lost in 6, but watching the game, man, to me, it was just too easy. It was a cupcake walk for him. Jokic, like you said, is the MVP. I've always been a fan of him. I think he's better than Embiid. That's a conversation for another day. I think that Embiid winning MVP was just a little pat on the back. You know, over the years in the NBA, we've been seeing certain players get certain recognition due to what the media is saying. Jokic, to me, it's insane to me how he can play basketball at that size and have everybody in there and on point and playing as well as they do. And he's the least athletic person on the basketball court by far. And then sometimes he's the best passer on the floor. So it's crazy to me. I'm gonna give Jamal Murray some credit. I've been a fan of Jamal since Kentucky days, and he's been hurt lately, but he seems like he's back on track, and he's playing like one of the best point guards in the league, or at least top 10. So kudos to Jamal just bouncing back from injury, because obviously I've been hurt before, so I know how that can go. So on the mental side, so big ups to Jamal. Big ups to just the pieces that Denver has playing well. Key that we're gonna see if they can play that well against the Lakers. But I think that was everything that we thought could happen in that Nuggets Suns series. As far as with depth and just the Suns not having enough is the reason why they lost. And play of the series, I gotta mention it. Watching KD get slammed on was play of the series. It was beautiful. That just topped it off. Once that happened, I was like, oh yeah, they won the game, but that's the series. So that's just, I'm gonna leave it at that. Nuggets, good run, Nuggets, but you about to run into the king.
Oh man. See, Zay had to leave it off like that. See, I'm a KD fan, everybody, so that just hurt me. That hurt my soul. But no, definitely like you guys said, I really thought Suns could pull it out. I thought the scoring would just be enough, but obviously the depth on the bench was terrible, and I think the defense alone was terrible. Nuggets definitely went on a lot of runs from when I watched the games. And I just felt like we couldn't match with them. I mean, and then another thing that I noticed, and I don't think a lot of people talked about, is just the minutes too that they had to play. And I think as the series got on, to Game 6, like D-Book, KD, and everybody. I mean, shoot, Chris Paul getting injured. I mean, he's old playing that many minutes. It hurt us in the end, So I mean, I just didn't really know Denver was that great of a team. And like I said, Jokic, I never watched him, because I don't watch, the regular season games. I watch KD, but he's definitely good. Definitely can see how, people fight for him being MVP for sure. So, yeah, that's my take on the game, man, the series for sure. Still heard about it, fellas.
First, before I go into my spill, man, I just want to shout out my boy TT Trey Tucker in the comments, man. This is tough for me, man. I thought the Suns would win too. I thought, KD and Book could get it done. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's just that was wrong with me. I gotta say I apologize. I just want to apologize to all the Jokic fans. That was wrong with me, thinking that a team with no depth could go in there and beat a Nuggets team. I was disrespecting the two-time champ. I said that he'd be a big defensive liability. Jokic can't play defense. Yada yada yada. But this is very tough for me, because I've been one of those guys defending Embiid, and I'm gonna get more into Embiid once we get to that series. But Jokic is him, bro. Like, he's that guy. I'm gonna start paying my respects towards Jokic. I'm gonna start paying my respects like I should towards a two-time MVP, because I have been disrespectful, and I just wanted to apologize to the fellow Jokic fans, not only on this podcast with me right now, but around the world. I have nothing else to say about my boy about my boy Embiid. But I'm gonna get into my spill later about Embiid. But the Nuggets are a dangerous team, man, and that's all because of Jokic. No, on to the next sad topic, man. My New York Knickerbockers fall in 6 to the Heat. Go ahead, Quadio, man.
How does the song go? He is Hemi. Hey, James, man. You thought we was going to party in New York. No, sir, my boy. We're taking trips to see my boy Griff in Miami. Yes, sir. Like I said, I called Heat at 6, right?
7.
I called 7. Oh, it was Los that had it at 6. Los had it at 6. Damn, my bad for putting that much respect on y'all. I ain't mean to. But to be honest, To be honest, I really put that shit on on Julius Randle. I'm gonna put 100% everything on Julius Randle.
Yo, this guy's hilarious.
But I'm gonna say this: Julius Randle to the standard I hold him, not the standard other people hold him, because other people they don't think he's that good. I think Julius Randle, if he's able to play consistent and efficient, he has a great game, I would say. But he gets too much into his head and into doing his own thing. You know, when they say your shot's not going, do something else. He don't give a fuck. He gonna keep shooting that jump. When they say, all right, they're not calling nothing for you. Look for teammates where you get a paint touch. Look for somebody. He's jumping in the air, throwing one-handed passes and turning the ball over and doing all the bullshit. I say he's too important to the team to play that bad, I would say. So we talk about stats. They say we're stat guys. Stats say he didn't do terribly, I would say. But if you have an eye test and you know how the playoffs goes, charisma goes a long way and effort goes a long way. There's no way we're playing playoff games and you're not running back every single time, not going for 50 balls, and giving the Heat 2-3 opportunities at offensive rebounds because you want to watch at 6'10". For a guy that I've seen put 20 rebounds up, go 15 straight games with 12-plus rebounds, whatever the case be. So that shit was just disgusting to see for me being a Julius Randle fan and, you know, a Laker fan as well, and we drafted him. So shit was bad. But, you know what I mean? He is Hemi on the other side. And, hey, Los, you're not here, but I apologize. Kyle Lowry's okay.
This man's on mute.
I'm on mute. I am on mute. I'm back, though. So, for those who don't know, obviously nobody knows, I'm a Cavs fan. So part of me is I want to be very petty on this conversation, but I'm going to try to keep it straight on, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, I thought the Knicks was going to win the series. I hate evens. I don't even know how I just got that out. I don't even know how I just said that, but yes, I thought the Knicks was going to win the series. Something about the Heat, man, I just wasn't a fan. I just didn't believe in them. I just didn't believe in them, point blank period. So I'm going to give them props for just being consistent. Simple as that, man. The Heat been very consistent, and I think I saw a stat. They've been they've been to 3 conference finals in 4 years, something like that. So just want to give them props for being a consistent team, because that's the hard part of being at that level, is just being consistent, especially at this time of the year. So I just want to give the Heat they credit for that. Like Coach said, Julius Randle, man, I would put a lot of the blame on him for how that series went. Not necessarily why y'all lost, but how it went is because he hasn't been playing well at all. Like, even in the Cavs series, he tried to give us the series, and we just were too soft to compete and take it from him. He literally tried to lose in the first round, and it just did not happen. So that's that on Julius. But I just wanted to say one thing. I want to give a player of the series. I'm gonna get that to Bam Adebayo. I want everybody to understand that Bam played his off in that series. Just me being a Cavs fan and seeing I have 2 7-footers clearly that can't compete that hard and play that hard. And I see Bam at 6'10", being athletic, down there battling with 2 bigs every night, holding his own, making the Heat look like they don't need nobody else out there in the paint. So kudos to Bam Adebayo. I've always been a fan of his. I always knew he was good, but as of late, people been talking highly of him, calling him like top 3 center in the league, and I wasn't for that. But man, after that last series, I was like, hold on now, Bam on the rise, man. So all these young fellas, these young post players, these young bigs in the league, look out for Bam Adebayo.
Hey, I loved everything till you even said the word top 3 and Bam in the same fucking sentence. A couple good games don't put you nowhere on that top 3. I'm sorry. I have love for Bam, but he's still not better than Sabonis. Right.
And I agree.
Let's be real.
I agree. But when people are telling me that,
more.
I'm like, no. But then I see Bam.
The fact that he's even in the talk for being a top 5 center is amazing, because he's not a center. He's a power forward. Let's be honest. But in this new NBA, because he can't stretch the floor that much, he's playing the 5.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you can rebound and you can guard the 5. Cool. That doesn't make you a center.
Right.
Like, he's like 230.
Yeah, but I agree with you though, Zay. I think since the bubble, I wouldn't say I was saying, but I was kind of seeing like, okay, Bam on the rise. Like, you know, he definitely doing his thing. But I would say for like the series, definitely, like you were saying, Coach K, Hemi, you feel me? Playoff Jimmy is different, man. He's just a different breed, man. I was just telling my boy this other day, I'm like, man, you can't do nothing. It's like he just turned it on, and I mean, shoot, he gonna always be my playoff MVP because that's just how he's just different. But then the other thing that I saw too was with the Knicks was like no Brunson, no offense. That was just me. Like, I feel like without Jalen Brunson doing what he do, Knicks really didn't show up. Like you was, I'm not going to kind of say it because you guys already said it with Randall, so I'm not going to be redundant. But that was just my take. Like, no Brunson, no offense, man. That was just what I saw. So,
you were right. That's a big point. When Jalen Brunson came out of the game, they went into a zone, and it was nasty for us.
mm-hmm.
And I was watching. I feel like I was watching Game 6 with someone, but maybe not. In the second quarter, he took out Brunson out, and they literally went on a 10-0 run. When Brunson was not in the game, it was one of the nastiest offense. We were pretty nasty all series. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting the Miami Heat role players to outplay our role players. I'm not going to lie to you. So that was a big surprise to me. Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Caleb Martin, I got to give them their props. They was hooping, bro. Kyle Lowry, he did his thing, man. I'm not going to lie to y'all. They did his thing. Like, Jimmy Butler didn't even have to be OC against us. The players around him stepped up, and they played better than our role players. And I was not expecting that going into the series. Emmanuel quickly gets hurt, even though he was playing bad all playoffs.
Yeah.
Julius Randle, I'm going to start my spiel. You know what, man? Julius Randle, I need him off my team. I can't stand Julius Randle, bro. Like, I generally get irritated watching Julius Randle play basketball. He's a great regular season player, but when we get to the playoffs, when it gets to the nitty gritty, the nigga suck. He sucks. And then his body language is all bad. He can't defend anyone. He's a cone. Like, it's bad. I had Max Strus was blowing past Julius Randle on the baseline. I cannot have that, bro. And we're supposed to be a defensive team with a defensive coach. And Julius Randle getting blown by every second. What was it, Game 4? Caleb Martin blew right past him and had one of the dunks of the playoffs. Come on, bro. Like, Caleb Martin.
That's what I'm saying. That Heat bench was balling. That's all I can say, man.
Hooping. It was a great season for my Knicks, though. We got to the second round, first time since 2013. Things are looking up from here. Mm-hmm. We should be a perennial playoff team now. Hopefully, we can add a piece. Not call Anthony Towns. Not call Anthony Towns.
What's wrong? What's wrong with Carl Anthony?
Yeah, actually, I think Carl Anthony Towns is actually a perfect fit for you guys.
Yeah, what's wrong with
to be like? If we're gonna be not to be like, you feel me? Not just hear me out. Mm-hmm. You got Mitchell Robinson at center. Mitchell Robinson is I like Rudy Gobert with Cat. Cat looks great with Rudy Gobert on the floor, but the problem is Cat can't be the one. He's just not the one. And if he's on a team with Brunson, I think he'll be. No, he.
That man got dial-up connection.
Mm.
Tragic.
But yeah, James, what's wrong with Cat though? What?
It's not that Cat can space the floor. Him and Brunson would be a good duo. It's just that when Cat gets to them bright lights of the playoffs, I'm not seeing Cat step up.
Okay.
So it's just like I'm getting rid of someone that's not stepping up in the bright lights to get another nigga that's not stepping up in the bright lights. To me, I don't know. Personally, I don't want Cat on my team. I think Cat's soft, and Jimmy Butler told us that a few years back. And I didn't listen to Jimmy Butler, but I damn sure believe it now. Cat is soft. And I went on this whole rant about how Cat was just soft. He had 21 points in the first two games of the last series against the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon is a solid defender, but Jesus Christ. 10 and 11 points in the first two games of a playoff series against, and you're already the underdog. You got to step up, and you're supposed to be a superstar. So, but the great thing is, man, RJ Barrett had a good playoffs, I believe, besides the last game. The last game he played terrible. And like the first couple of games against the Cavs. But once he got it going against the Cavs, he was pretty good. He averaged 20. He's playing good defense. We got to find another shooter somehow. Josh Hart, big. I hope we re-sign him. Jalen Brunson, that's my guy. I might have to go get a Jalen Brunson jersey in the offseason.
He's like that.
For real.
Yeah,
He's like
that boy is even better than what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't know he was like that either, bro. I swear I didn't know that.
But props to the Heat. Bam, I'm disappointed that Bam cooked us because I'm a Bam hater. I'm not gonna lie. I think Bam sucks, but I still think, what I'm saying, I feel like he's gonna get back to his old Bam ways against the Celtics, but that's neither here or there, man. He can have it this series. He definitely did this thing. Next series, man. Coach K's Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors. They took them out in 6 in Staples, man. Coach K, what did you see from this series?
What I saw was Fool's Gold, who I told everybody Jordan Poole was. It's like, I got love for him, but people with that type of game, they can't be consistent. They don't have the ability to be consistent because he does nothing consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does he do? What is his one aspect that he does great? I can't say the 3-pointer. He's not the most consistent 3-point shooter. He's either on or he's off. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't even allow himself to be put in the catch and shoot situations. That's bad basketball itself. Unless Steve Kerr runs a pin down play that he runs for Steph Curry or Klay Thompson for Jordan Poole, 75% of the time it's going to be a bad shot. That hurts. Andrew Wiggins not being at 100% or, to me, all the way himself yet, that hurts. All in all, the Lakers were a better team for let's be real. I was not expecting my role players to play this well in the playoffs, if I'm being honest. I knew they were pretty good. I've been sleeping on Austin Reeves, who my guy Nakai has always been a fan of. I've always been a D. Russ fan, a Laker guy. You know what I'm saying? I love D. Russ. He didn't play as well in the first series, but this series was better. Yeah. This series was a lot better. Rue is who he is. I think we can give him a little bit more minutes. And Jared Vanderbilt is just everybody's a lot better than I thought they were. So that's the upside of the Lakers. Being a Laker fan and being in such a bad situation, I would say, most of the season. We haven't lost a home game since the trade deadline, so I got high hopes in us next series as well. But I want to say this much: we're so good. LeBron James hasn't had to be amazing yet. All in all retrospective, if we're not being condescending and we're being honest, this is the worst individual playoff performance by LeBron James so far in the playoffs. But because we're so good, we wouldn't even have to talk about it. Same thing with, not the same with AD, but AD is playing good, not great. And that's what we thought we needed him to do for us to be a championship team. So shout out to our deep ass team and Darvin Ham for finally figuring it out, because he also outcoached Steve Kerr. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He definitely outcoached Steve Kerr. People want to give the credit to LeBron James, who is obviously a great floor general, but Darvin Ham, sub by sub, play by play, I feel like he outcoached Steve Kerr in those 6 games.
All right, well, just me being a Bron fan for a very, very long time. This series was personal for me because I'm having flashbacks. So I'm 14, 15. I'm watching the finals. I'm watching the playoffs, and I'm just watching this little light-skinned dude go crazy on my Cavs, right? For whatever reason. So we finally get a series where I feel like Bron's got his team, Steph's got his team, they healthy, free for all. Now, it's obviously not the same team. I see Coach like, I see it ain't the same team, but it's finally team versus team now. Bron got his people, so we playing. Boom. I had them winning in 6. I felt like that the way the Warriors play, I just felt like it was gonna run out at some point. I don't like their style of play. I never have, but it's worked for them, and it works for the players that they have. So shout out to my Buckeye. You know what I'm saying? Big Buckeye fan over here. Shout out D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, big key part.
Shout out to D'Angelo, man, because people thought when he was in Minnesota he was washed up and he was done. So shout out that Buckeye holding it down in the league for me. And Vanderbilt, man. I ain't gonna talk about Austin because I've been a fan of Austin. I'm not surprised that Austin is playing the way he has because I've seen him play prior In college, obviously, it's a different level of play, but I knew what he was capable of if he was in the right situation. So shout out to Reeves for being consistent and playing the way he's playing. But Vanderbilt, man, I like players that do dirty work. He understands he doesn't have to do anything on that team but rebound, defend, and he might make one if he's wide open. He might sit there and take it here and there, but he doesn't have to because he knows his role. So I think when you have role players like that know their role and they're working to be consistent at it, you know good things gonna happen when you got an AD and LeBron James. I knew that. I felt like Kevin Looney wasn't going to be a big of a factor in this series like he was against the Kings. I'm gonna give him credit though. He didn't play bad at all in this series, in my opinion. I just knew that he wasn't gonna go 3 straight games or whatever he did against the Kings with 20 plus rebounds. Like if he's doing that, they're going to get extra shot attempts, and what Warriors are going to win. They're going to make shots. But I don't know, man. I just think that the Lakers, that was just a series for them to win, and they did what they were supposed to do. And I think the Lakers are on their way to winning another championship.
Yeah. I definitely didn't expect Warriors to lose. I'm not gonna lie. Had Warriors in 7. Definitely had Warriors in 7. Lakers are definitely better than what I expected. Zay knows I was a Bron hater for years.
Keep it a band. Keep it a band.
Yeah. I was a Bron hater for years. You feel me? So, but kind of getting out of that mature I get, but still it's KD all day. But yeah, I mean, let's just talk about it, man. JP stealing money from the Warriors, man. Let's just talk about it. He definitely stealing money from the Warriors, man. He did not show up like he should have. I mean, Clay was missing too. I think did Clay have one good game? I think.
Hold on, we got a Clay.
I think game 2. I think maybe game 2.
We got a Clay standing here. Hold on.
Hey,
man, Clay went missing. Clay, my dog. I like Clay.
Hey, I don't know. Look, I don't know how you guys feel about Clay, but he did what I expected. I'm gonna say this. I've always been the type of guy that said, this is a hot take. I don't know who's on the live or paying attention, but DeMar DeRozan better than Klay Thompson. Well, I'm the type of guy that I've always felt like that. Not he's better than him now. I've always felt that type of way, So it's like Clay being how he was. He's a streaky shooter. What do you expect? So when you playing against a team that runs guys off the line, he didn't have a good series.
Yeah,
we've been one of the best teams defensive efficiency wise since the trade deadline, and it showed in that series playing against guys who just take bad shots. Like Clay takes bad shots and it's hit or miss for him. So
yeah, no, for sure.
Clay
Clay. I ain't say all that, but yeah, Clay definitely. Clay went missing, man. I was actually very shocked at that. And then I wanted to actually look, James. I know you got to go, but I wanted to ask you guys because I saw like a take about all that stuff happened with JP and Draymond, and they were kind of saying like the young guys and the old guys are kind of like not meshing like they should, and that kind of hurt them in the playoffs. And then I saw a video too with like Draymond Green trying to comfort JP coming back to the huddle, and JP was like, man, like get up off me. You feel me? So I mean, y'all take on that. I mean, y'all feel like that kind of hurt them too, as far as like everything that went on earlier in the beginning. I mean, beginning of the year to like now. What do you think?
If I gotta talk first, I'm gonna say no, because I played basketball with a nigga I whooped.
Yeah.
That shit don't mean nothing when
it don't.
I whooped him.
But flip the roles though. Say you would have got whooped. Then what?
And then it's not even
I was the better player. I'm mad at more.
But Quadio, you whooped him. Didn't you whoop him after?
Draymond mattered more for the dynasty. So
you whooped him after the season though.
Touche.
It wasn't during the season. You whooped him during prom. I didn't mean to say all that.
This is facts. So this is all facts.
No, this is facts. This did happen. You did fight one of our teamites. This did happen.
Okay.
Like 8:00 in the morning too. Nasty.
Oh yeah.
He's nasty. He's hyping the time.
Still like
it was early.
It was like 10. It was like 10.
It was early.
It was still early. I had not woken up from prom.
Hey, that's crazy.
So did y'all team play as well as you thought it was going to after that? Well, I mean the season.
I would say when there's issues in the locker room, the issues always happen in the locker room or on the bench, like he's saying, like the Draymond Poole thing. But it doesn't. I don't think it 100% matters on the court. To be honest, if he wasn't going to pass on the ball, he probably wasn't going to pass on the ball if he liked him anyway. Because if you like him, you really know, like, nah, nigga, that's not your shot. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody was gonna change their way they play and make it hurt, it would be Draymond, not Poole. Like I said, he's already a circus.
Yeah.
Like, did his play style seem different, or did it just seem like, oh, because he's missing shots, we can say it's because he's out of it because he got punched in the beginning of the season? Because when he was dropping 30-point games a week in a row when Clay got hurt, it wasn't because Draymond punched him in the face. So why are we just giving him that excuse because he had a bad series?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I just want to get your take on it.
That's it, really.
Zay, go ahead. What do you think?
I'm gonna say no. Obviously, I look at it as like they've had time to like let it go. Now, obviously, in situations like that, guys are petty. So I don't think that JP did that. It had anything to do with thinking about the fight back that happened months ago. So I would say no, but intentionally, like. In that mind, though, he be thinking about it sometimes. I know Poole be thinking about it like, yo, how do I even like? I know he be thinking about it just as a man.
Listen, he caught him clean too.
Caught him clean.
So like, as a man, I know he still think about it, but do I think he lets it affect his basketball game? No, because if you love basketball like you say you do, then something like that ain't gonna affect on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, I agree with both of y'all, but what was I gonna say, man? I agree with both of y'all. We actually there was actually a huge fight before one of our playoff games, like our senior year in the locker room, and we came out down. I'm not gonna lie, we were down 25-7, but the boys rallied and we came back and won a big overtime game. We ended up.
It's on YouTube if you want to check us out. You know.
Yeah, that joint literally propelled us to.
We was documenting that joint. We was like, if this shit real, we was fight like coaches and players arguing about the fight, players arguing about the fight.
Y'all gotta
like,
send me the link for sure.
Everything was fucked. And then we came in the game like, damn, we about to get our ass whooped.
Nah, we was down 25-7, nasty too. Like it was.
I ain't gonna lie.
It was like
if it was a full video of the whole game. Hey, I don't know if James really remembers. I changed the momentum at the end of the first half. I started going off. I think I had like 7 to 9 straight points.
Yo,
finished the half with the buzzer beater at half with the little right hand layup.
That too. That and
it was sweet.
It was crazy because the nigga that was arguing in the locker room that everyone was yelling at, the nigga came out and like started hooping as soon as he came into the game. Shout out my boy J-Con, man. But yeah, that was
his career high game. I think he finished with like a good 16, 17 points.
17, yeah. We had like a good. That was an emotional game.
A career high being the 9th, 10th player off the bench. So like 17 was actually like it was like what you came in the game 3 threes, got back off the game, came back in. You feel me? Like it was definitely shout out J-Con. Who I thought should have been right there playing next to me.
But yeah, I don't feel like. I feel like what happened was Jordan Poole basically got paid, and now he's not playing like he was supposed to when you like trying to get the contract. He's not playing entitled. But I do think it was weird that Kuminga did not play basically at all this series. That was odd to me. I don't know. Steve Kerr didn't think he fit or anything, but that was so odd to me.
Before the pod, I just had a 30-minute talk about that with my fellow Lakers fans. I was like, why the Warriors win? Is because they always have a prototypical 3-and-D, can guard multiple position wing, and not saying that good to great wing. I would say Harrison Barnes, KD, then Andrew Wiggins, but then Andrew Wiggins being half the man he was because missing so much, they needed Kuminga who took his role when he was gone to still get those same minutes because that's the chemistry they had built. Not saying that Kuminga's the best, but a mix of what they had with Wiggins and what they were building with Kuminga could have been answered. I ain't saying it would have. Could have been answered.
I'm about to say, like, y'all, maybe I missed it, but like, are y'all like big on Kuminga? Like, y'all feel like he should have been, you 100% feel he should have been playing?
I'm not the biggest Kuminga fan either.
I'm pretty big on Kuminga because what he brings to basketball is needed in the playoffs is energy. And that's what you need. He takes no plays off. Zero plays off.
That is a fact.
And that's a big difference in playoff basketball, I would say. Like the team that takes 0 plays off has the best chance of winning.
Just a tall ass Deladova.
And the fact that you said that about energy, I feel like he's always played with energy. So like that's one thing that you, like you said, what does he do consistently? At least you know he's gonna bring some energy to the team. So
To finish off. Oh wait, B-Young, did you have anything else to say about the series?
Oh no, that was it, man. That was it. Appreciate that.
Oh, I do.
Go ahead.
You spoke about Clay, but you didn't really speak about Clay.
No, I'm about to speak about it. I was ready to get into it.
Don't do that.
I was just answering his question first, and then I was gonna get into my spiel.
Hey, that's funny.
First of all, I want to shout out. I'm gonna talk about the winners first. I want to shout out Darvin Ham and Jared Vanderbilt and Austin Reeves and all the guards. I felt like they were a big part of that series. The way that they top locked the Warriors, ran them off the 3-point line, forced them into AD. Darvin Ham's adjustments every time the Warriors tried to get AD into space, because AD in the paint, he was amazing. I don't know what Quade was talking about. AD is not playing. I understand that he's saying like AD's playing good. I feel like AD's playing like generational on defense. He's playing good on offense, but AD is looking like the best defender. Well, he's the best defender in the playoffs right now, but like the best defender in the league. Like, he's out there guarding. He was out there shut down Steph twice. I'm not sure why Draymond didn't go up with that ball, but yeah, man. Kudos to the Lakers, man, because I thought it was gonna go 7. I thought the Warriors would have a bit more success, but
Question, James.
Go ahead.
Is AD healthy right now?
No way. I think he's just playing hurt.
He looked healthy to me, and you told me healthy. He's top 5. So I need top 5. I need top 5 AD. He's playing like
you about to see top 5 AD.
He's playing like top
against
15
Jokic.
AD. I'm tired of top 15 AD. I need top 5 AD. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you dominating one side of the floor each game. It's either great offense or great defense, and you give me one game a series of great both. That's cool. But if you're gonna be who I think you are, or somebody that can lead a team to the NBA once LeBron's gone with other pieces, you got to show me that. Because at one point people were saying you're better than Giannis Antetokounmpo, better than Joel Embiid, better than Jokic. So at one point you were the better than all of these guys, and you're not even 30 years old. You got to fucking bring it.
I hear what you're saying, but they haven't needed it. So
Facts. I also said that too.
Why overextend yourself? Overexert yourself, I should say.
Each his own.
That's just something you personally want to see. He fuck around and start overexerting stuff. He fall on the ground and tear his ace, and you know what I'm saying? He on the sideline again.
But is it me that personally wants to see it, or is it the world?
The world, but I mean, are we trying to win a championship, or are we just trying to impress the world?
I don't know. I agree with both of y'all. I like the AD I've been seeing, like Coach said, like he's not playing great on both sides because I don't know what it is, but AD he's just inconsistent. Like he'll hoop this game 1, game 2. It doesn't make sense to me that this man can't, I don't know, he can't put up the same numbers back-to-back games for whatever reason. And I don't know if that's an effort thing. I don't know if he's trying to fill out his opponent or what. So I feel like that's what Coach kind of talking about as far as like he playing good, but he ain't playing great yet. But I also feel like if AD can consistently do that, like I think that he can, yeah, he's top 5 in the league. If he can consistently do it, he's top 5 in the league. But I think that's the only thing that separated him from being in that conversation and not. It's just how consistent he is. And obviously he's fragile, but I mean, I can't use that against him.
Yeah.
Try not to.
Yeah, me either, Zay.
Now I got to get on the Warriors, man. Jordan Poole. It's just funny that we had the Jordan Poole, AR, and Malik Monk conversation right before not even before he fell off the cliff. Before he he literally jumped off the cliff. Like after that conversation. I mean, I'm pretty sure he at 2 of the games he had the same amount of points as all of us against the Lakers. I mean, I don't know how that happens. And you're getting paid. Is he getting paid 130? I thought it was just like 110. But I think he's getting paid like 130. Yeah, 130, 140. He was abysmal. Absolutely unplayable at times. Klay Thompson, also unplayable. It was sad for me as a Klay Thompson, if maybe only Zay knows, Klay Thompson was my favorite basketball player from like 20. It was like 2014 to like 20. When did he get hurt? 19, when he tore his ACL 2 times in a row. Then I was like, all right. My boy's done. I gotta go to D-Book. I still love Klay. You know, that's my guy forever. I got a Klay jersey somewhere around here, but Yeah, he was absolutely trash. Even Curry, man, he played great. Curry played great, but it was just like he wasn't the same Steph Curry efficiency, and that's why I gave Darvin Ham his props with the Jared Vanderbilt and the different adjustments they made throughout the series. The only person that really played great on the Warriors were probably Gary Payton and Steph Curry, like consistently, and that's just not going to be enough to beat the Lakers, man.
Right.
I have nothing else to say. Clay, my
Nah,
boy Clay.
I don't like that. I like the way Draymond played.
Draymond did play good. Sometimes he was a little like.
That's why I would say he didn't play great because he took plays off too, and that's not expected from Draymond. You can't do that and expect to win a series versus a team like the Lakers.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say that and James said consistently, so I was like, yeah, nah, he wasn't consistent. Yeah, for me, that was a key word for me on that. But Draymond definitely he had a good game.
Yeah, he had some good games.
Yeah, he had some games.
All right, man. I was gonna wait for Mike, but he's taking too long. But let's get to it, man. A very controversial series for me and Quadio in a group chat, but the Celtics versus the 76ers. Go ahead, Quadio, man. Coach K.
See, I'm a quiet guy. I let my group chat do what they do. Let them disrespect Tatum and talk like, oh, he's not the one. You see what's going on, whatever. But I'm, as a basketball player and a coach, I'm big on moments. You know what I'm saying? When you're not able to do what you do best, what are you doing? You know. So Tatum, when he wasn't scoring, he was defending. Yeah, he was passing the ball well. He was keeping his teammates up when they were missing shots. He was doing all those other things that people that when they're watching basketball, they just looking at him shoot the ball. That's all they care about. They're not actually watching basketball, the sport in the game. You know what I'm saying? So when Tatum was doing all those things, he was still going off in the fucking fourth quarter. I don't think he had a fourth quarter with less than 7 points. Like he's really nasty like that. And then when it comes to the closing, you just can't touch him. He's the best closer in the NBA right now, other than Damian Lillard. But being on the team and being as consistent as he's been, I got to say he's the best closer in the NBA, to be honest. And we were talking about this earlier. He's been in the league, 6 years? He's been in the ECF 4 times. Jaylen Brown, 7 years, 5 times. No need to break that fucking tandem up. That's what you need. You need players that are getting you there consistently. What you need to fill is what's around them. If it's not working and not winning the championship, something around them has to change. I think they made that change with Malcolm Brogdon, and you niggas is lucky. The whole world is lucky. They be forgetting the nigga Gallinari fucked his leg up. Y'all niggas don't be. They be like, you think about Shelf. If Gallinari never fucked his leg up as well as he was playing in the what's it called, the Olympics, there's no way he could play that much worse. You know what I'm saying? We really would be looking at a whole different Celtics team. So them even getting the Sixers to take them that far to Game 7, kudos to the Sixers. But all in all, the Celtics played how we expect them to play when adversity hit. 76ers on the other hand, the fucking 76ers. Your MVP'd. No, not him at all. You don't average 30 points in the regular season and then go down and average 23 in the playoffs. I don't care if they game plan the double team. They told me this was the most dominant center since Shaquille O'Neal. That was a stigma people were trying to say. Joel Embiid is the most dominant center since Shaquille O'Neal. And I said no. That's because there's not that many dominant centers. Like there's not that many back to the basket big centers. So he can be dominant, but to be as dominant as Shaq, you have to demolish all. Shaq, a double team didn't work on Shaq. It took a triple, maybe even a shit. It took Detroit a quadruple. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, Embiid is not who everybody wants him to be. Like my guy said, he cried for an award when he's really just a scoring title leader. He was the best scorer this season. He was the best scorer the year before, and it was the same fucking results. He can't get out the ECS. He's never been out the ECS, and I don't think he plans on getting out the ECF. Saying dumb shit like some guys just need to play better. Me and Harden, can win it by ourselves.
That was horrible.
What the fuck, man?
That
Nigga, what is you? Nigga, did you have 20 points in the close? Tobias, the guy that everybody tell me, Mr. Mediocre, Tobias Harris led the team in points.
Oh, he did?
19.
I ain't know that.
Somebody can fact check that.
I ain't know that.
If I'm tripping. In game 7, Tobias Harris led the team in points.
Stop playing.
Shit, I ain't gonna hold you. You can't fire Doc Rivers because of that.
He definitely did, though.
Doc Rivers, yeah, you lose on game 7, Doc Rivers, but it ain't Doc Rivers' fault that Tobias Harris led him in points. Sad to say. And if I'm being real, I didn't see double teams and triple teams being thrown at Embiid the whole series. I've seen it at times in situations where they threw somebody in to dig in, but they allowed Al Horford to be a dog down there with them. They allowed Al Horford's veteranness and playoff. I'm having a fucking brain fart. I'm a bit, fried a little. You know what I'm saying? But they allowed his playoff experience and and really shit. Robert Williams is better than what we thought he was. Mm-hmm. I'll say that. I thought Mitchell Robinson was a lot better than Robert Williams. This season changed my mind on that, or maybe it's what we say growth. He doesn't do anything better than he did before, but he does everything that he did a lot better, a lot consistent. I would say a lot better at defending the paint, a lot better at rebounding, a lot better at decision making. Because you couldn't play him in the fourth quarter, and now this coach is he might be better than Ime. He might be better than Ime at times. Niggas will say I don't know. People don't like that he allows everybody to be a shot maker. You know what I mean? Take shots, but he might have something going on. But
hey, man,
shout out to the Celtics. The Sixers are who they are. I'm not gonna talk on James Harden. You won't get me to talk on James Harden. Not because I'm a James Harden fan, but we know what James Harden is in the playoffs. And if you thought he was gonna give you anything else, you were fooled by 38 points.
So for me, man, just to recap that series, I kind of flip-flopped in the middle of it. Not necessarily who I thought was gonna win, but I was a little nervous. I had the Celtics winning from the jump, but just game 5, game 6, I was scared. Then that light-skinned boy did what he did in the fourth quarter, which ultimately I feel like saved the series for the Celtics. So shout out to Jason Tatum, stepping up in a big moment, not playing well the whole game, way to step up for your team, force a game 7, and oh my. I need to make sure everybody see this. I know y'all saw that boy drop 50. Game 7 50 piece. That's all I'm gonna say. It was getting insane, fellas. The stuff I was hearing about Jason Tatum was getting insane. That boy went out there to put a 50 piece up. Yeah. So kudos to Jason, man. I'm a big fan of him. He's definitely doing his thing in the East. I feel like he's that guy in the East. I know we talk about Giannis and them guys, but I think it's Tatum, man. He's been very consistent as far as his play and his team getting to places that other guys could not. As we just talked about, we're gonna get to the 76ers, but Celtics is doing well, man. Shout out Tatum, man. This is going to come.
Hey, can I say something right before you say that? Hey, don't do Giannis like that. Consistency is a team thing. That's why I named multiple niggas on their team that was the ECFs that many times in that short of time. And all in all, you can also say Marcus Smart was with them the whole time as well. So he's been to 5 ECFs. So that's a Giannis team. Lover. That's a team. But that's a team thing, I would say. But Giannis himself as an individual has shown us that, you can impede your will and really boost your teammates to make them a lot better than they are. Because I don't think Brook Lopez is going to do this with anybody else. He can only do this with a guy not even a guy like Giannis, with Giannis. You feel me? Only Giannis can have all his brothers in the same city with him. Hey, don't do him like that.
Right. Like you said, though, it's a team thing, but those specific guys we're speaking about, all of their play was consistent. Like these 4 or 5 guys we just named, them alone, their game has been consistent. So that's kind of why I guess I was giving him, maybe I was giving Tatum too much of the credit, but he's the guy, so I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna be honest, man. Jaylen Brown, no, nothing bad. I just don't think he would be there next year. I know Coach was talking about breaking that up. I don't think that Boston wants to break it up. I think Jaylen Brown is gonna want a bigger role. And y'all tell me what y'all think. I think that boy should go to New York Knicks. I feel like Jaylen Brown should become a Knick. I honestly feel like that's what they missing. I feel like
there's a lot of teams. There's a lot of teams missing Jaylen Brown. But if I'm gonna be honest, if Jaylen Brown, I think I said this pre-pod, if Jaylen Brown wants to have the best career he can have for himself and to have the legacy to be notable and to become a Hall of Famer, he should stay where he's at. He's on a prolific team, a team that's known for winning championships, known for making Hall of Famers, and it's kind of hard to fall short with the Celtics. You put yourself elsewhere, you're fighting with the Sharks. Then you have to be the best you can possibly be. He can stay on the team he's on and never have another 27-point season, still get more All-NBAs, All-Stars, and if he wins chips, be a Hall of Famer. So I think this is honestly his best situation he can get for what he's done so far in his career.
No, that's that I agree. I really agree with that. Because what I'm like, what you're saying, like playing with other great players means something, and that helps. That helps your longevity, you know. But I don't know the way this body language and the way he speaks in his post conferences. I just feel like I don't feel like he want to be there. And I feel he wants a bigger. I'm
gonna speak on it, Quaddy. I got you.
I was saying this is my last thing. I feel like I'm just feeling like he doesn't want to be there. Like we just said, that's probably his best situation for him. But I don't think if he hit free agency or whatever, in New York come with them big lights, talking that money, that boy out of there. Like you said, other teams can use him too. But I feel like the Knicks had Jaylen Brown. Jesus. I'm gonna leave it at that. Embiid, I'm not gonna get on you. I'm just let you know you're not Jokic. You're not Jokic. So get in the lab, watch some film, understand how to get everybody else involved. Stop holding the ball. Stop being a ball stopper because you already got one on your squad. And he's really good. So let him be the ball stopper. You gotta facilitate. You gotta do something. You gotta be a ramper. You just gotta do something, man. You missing in too many aspects of basketball. You lack at it. But want to be the best player in the league. That's not it.
No facts. Yeah. But, I mean, y'all pretty much said everything. I mean, I expected Sixers to win. I mean, I'm not gonna say I thought they was, but then I expected them to fold too, just because previous, and it just seems like they can't get over that hump. But to speak to your point, Zay, with JT, definitely my second favorite player. If KD was not ever a person, JT would be my favorite player for sure. He definitely is that guy. But yeah, y'all pretty much said everything. So I mean, I don't really want to.
Yeah, I ain't mean to rumble.
Yeah, James, you can go ahead and do your take, man.
I got you, bro. Zay, you've been with me. Quadell been with me with this. We need to stop this nasty narrative.
Please.
That's what I'm gonna get into first. We're gonna talk about the winners first before I get on.
Nasty.
The Make-A-Wish MVP before I get to him.
We gotta stop this splitting shit, bro.
Listen, they don't need a split at all. One's 25, one's 26. Both all NBA players. They need to stay together for as long as possible. They are married. They need to stay together forever. Forever.
It's all that talk,
they need each other.
Yeah.
Now, the narrative that needs to stop is, listen, I actually like Jaylen Brown. I really do. But it be other people that make me not like Jaylen Brown, just like y'all made me hate Donovan Mitchell. And Jaylen Brown, I fight through it, bro. Jaylen Brown, I'll fight through it. But Donovan Mitchell, y'all was getting a little too disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. I said it on last pod, and y'all already know. But Jaylen Brown and JT, I'm calling Jason Tatum. They need to stay together. You ain't peeped this. And we gonna say this. Did you peep those, Zay? Once he got that All NBA and was now eligible for the Supermax, Jaylen Brown's attitude started switching around. He dapping everybody up. He talking about the crowd's lit in TD Garden. He's smiling every time Jason Tatum hits a shot. He talking about some I didn't see that before the All NBA came out. Because now he got that All NBA. Now, did you see that? He said, "Hey, after the game, he was like, hey man, just get out that man's way. Also, I need to go cop some Jason Tatums after the game."
Oh, see, I missed that. I missed that. Oh, I didn't even know, James, because all I saw was the press conference. He was like, "Man, I don't know. I guess I should."
Nah, you right.
More. I was like, "What? Like, why your energy like that, bro? Like you like basically saying like they forcing him the ball. They don't want me to have it type of thing. That's what I got from it. But that was definitely before everything you just said. So
Nah, facts. But because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, dang, does this kid not want to be here? But then he got the All NBA and started smiling because he know that Brinks truck coming in next season. You know that money coming in. And guess what? The Celtics are gonna pay him. Yes. They're gonna cut someone off. They're gonna keep the two. But
yeah, they definitely keep them.
So now it looks like Jaylen Brown's at home. The other narrative that's gotta stop is this. Listen, Jaylen Brown, that's my guy, but he's not better than Jason Tatum. No. If we really thought about it, there's not one thing that Jaylen Brown does better than Jason Tatum. If you go on Twitter, if you talk to people, they will say Jaylen Brown is better because of this one thing.
That's a terrible take.
He got that dog in him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
That's crazy to say because as a dog myself and somebody that kills, I consider myself part of the dog police. I don't just let niggas throw that dog word, here and there.
Paw control.
Hey, that's a good one. You should add that. Put that somewhere else. But look, let me say this. They're both dogs. There's no if and but about that. They're both dogs. They can have their selfish moments and whatnot, but they never shy away from the moment. Neither. Mm-hmm. So to even have that discussion to say one's a dog or not, you James used to say some wild shit like this must be some colorism shit the way y'all hating on Jason Tatum.
No.
Because they used to be like it's colorism because Jason Tatum, there's no way he's better than Jaylen Brown. But in all aspects, I mean, shit, when you're 2 inches and 20 pounds bigger than somebody with the same exact ability, a little bit better shooting, well, a lot better at shooting, and I would say a bit more confident. So it's kind of like hand to hand kind of comes down to, he's going to be a little bit better, but that's not a problem. We've seen teams with two tough guys and won multiple chips. LeBron, D Wade, Shaq, Kobe, the list goes on. I don't want to do too much. Kareem, Magic, whatever you can say. You know what I'm saying? But don't break them up, bro. You send them elsewhere. It's two things that can happen. You can be great and make a name for yourself, or you can also diminish your greatness. So he can go somewhere else, be the number one guy, and just be an all-star player every year, but his team never win. Then what? You just on a team that goes to even if you leave, they're gonna somehow make their way to the ECF anyway.
Yeah, Boston's a winning town.
That's just what it is.
What was I gonna say? Dang, I had something to say. Oh, I really like the Celtics team. I feel like, I really want to see them and the Lakers play. But that's. I'm gonna move on past that.
Don't bring that up.
Oh, shout out Marcus Smart in Game 6. Marcus Smart in Game 6. He was holding them down. But hey man, one thing about Jason Tatum is the one thing I don't like when people say Jason Tatum, they say he's inconsistent. But how can an inconsistent nigga always show up at the right time? He always shows up when they need him. Every single time he delivers. That's pretty damn consistent to me. Every time you need that man, he delivers. Except last year in the finals, that man ain't delivered. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone has a bad series. And it was looking nasty for us there. I'm not gonna lie. It was looking nasty for us. Game 6. That boy turned up for us. He not only saved his legacy, he saved our legacy. Fuck is you talking about?
I text James like, yo, thank God. This was a wrap, yo. I'm serious. Like, I was watching that game and I was looking like, why are the Celtics having such an issue? Like, I at that point, I was just like, people keep saying this is the best team on paper. I ain't seeing it right now. I was all off the Celtics until that man.
Now I gotta get to I gotta get to that guy. Joel Embiid, man. Quite we talked about it. Giannis was hurt, but when you show me the ability that you can score 30 points or whatever, or you can build a lead with your team, we can't really use the injury excuse. And plus, he's injured every single year he gets to the playoffs. I'm not sure why, but he's always injured in the second round of the playoffs. And that can no longer be an excuse for you. I'm sorry, my boy. Joel Embiid, during the year, he was playing like an MVP, and that's why the MVP is a regular season award. But where I was wrong and where I need to apologize is I said that Joel Embiid was better than Jokic. And, I was blinded by the he plays better defense. Oh, Jokic is, what I'm saying? He's great on offense. Like, yeah, he might be the better offensive player, but, like, Embiid is so much better than him on defense. So, like, it evens out. And then
is he so much better than him on defense?
Listen,
they seem equally on defense in the playoffs this year. Jokic doesn't seem much of a bad defender, and he has plays where he seems bad, but he has great defensive plays as well. And that seems to be the same exact way with Embiid. You can't say stop. Embiid does not seem like a paint defender.
I'm gonna agree.
He's not a rim protector. So
you know about that screen and roll, but Jokic too. But you know what he can do with that screen and roll.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can literally put Embiid in that action the whole game. Like that's not a good defender, bro.
Well, I mean, he was guarding Jason Tatum on fire, so I mean, no one's guarding that. But let's not do that. Let's not act like it was happening the entire series.
He was the reason why Jason Tatum was catching fire in those fourth quarters when Embiid was tired and deciding to save his energy for offense. Still not doing it.
In the fourth quarter, in the game 6,
bro, them screens killed Embiid.
He didn't use a screen in game 6. He didn't use a screen in game 6. In game 6, he did not use a screen to get off. He just pulled up in Embiid's face in the corner. Awesome. I was like, bro, that's a bad shot. And listen, when he cast that joint, that's when you saw an ocean. And then he hit the step back on Maxey. The step back on Maxey, I was like, oh, he's back.
But he be carrying too.
That's neither here or there. Back to Embiid. Let me finish. Let me do my thing on Embiid, bro. Y'all not let me apologize.
Go ahead.
You're not carrying. And let me get back to Embiid, bro. Listen, I can no longer endorse you, Embiid. I want to apologize to all Jokic fans. I don't know what I was thinking. I was stupid. I was young. I won't let it happen again. I was blinded by.
My bad.
I was blinded by what I thought Embiid could do. And he can't do anything. He was getting strapped by Al Horford. Al Horford is 45 years old. And just getting strapped, shooting 5 of 18. I mean, Marcus Smart on him, he can't do anything. I'm very disappointed in Joel Embiid, and I would say I'm disappointed in this guy, but I knew this was gonna happen. So it's not really a surprise. James Harden, once again, bro, this is his legacy. When it comes to the clutch moments, when it comes to the big time games, he's a choker. That's what he does. He chokes. You gave me 9 points. 9 points. Hey, Quadio, hey, turn on that mic, man. Turn on that. I want to see your face when I'm speaking this. Because you was defending that nigga during the regular season, talking about, 20 and 10 was nice, 20 and 10. But we get back to the playoffs, and you give me 9 points in game 7. What did you give me the game before? I think it was like 11.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Was he not moving like he don't want to be there? Do y'all get that?
He's scared of Robert Williams, and he might not want to be there. Like, I don't know. It's something.
Harden, he's just way better than that. He's just way better than that, bro.
Y'all are nasty because you're disgusted. All I said was in the regular season he played well, and if we go back to podcast, I said Harden would be Harden in the playoffs. He would give you this fake game, make you think that he's nice, and he's gonna go back to shitting on himself. So when you're doing that, you're disgusting. Don't try to put me on the panel like, oh, you 20 and 10.
James Harden is
he's still better than Tyrese Haliburton with a straight face. Like, you're hype Tyrese Haliburton. Stop it. Niggas was telling me Tyrese Haliburton is as good as Trae Young and some more shit. Like, stop that shit,
I bet you
bro.
The Sixers fans wish they had Tyrese Haliburton.
Over Harden? You think that would make their team
I bet
better?
you Tyrese Haliburton wouldn't have 9.
I bet you he would. I actually bet you he would.
I think
he would have a 9-point game.
That's all. I mean, you can be sleep on a player.
He averaged 20 points and 10 assists, just like James Harden. I don't think he had any. Did he have a 40-point game the whole season?
Listen, Halliburton so far has been better than you predicted.
Awesome,
you said he was an elite role player, and he got an All-Star this year.
That was his All-Star was disgusting. It was Trae Young's All-Star. Don't fucking make a face.
Man, that man was playing like an All-Star, man.
Looking like an All-Star. Did he make the playoffs?
He got hurt. What do you want to do?
I just asked a question. Why are you not answering
No, he didn't.
Question?
He got hurt.
Okay.
He got hurt.
Did Trae Young make the playoffs?
Yes,
Trae Young was averaging 7 more points than him and the same amount of assists. and got snubbed from the All-Star game.
I have no problem.
And was
I have
the same.
no problem
I think he
with
was,
your Trae Young rhetoric.
So why are you saying that Tyrese Haliburton did not deserve to be an All-Star?
I don't know about that.
He played his best. He played All-Star caliber this season, but he did not deserve an All-Star spot. There's a few people that got snubbed in the East that could have had it over him. A few.
Hey man, same man. I mean, that's your.
You're telling me a guy
man.
that had 20 and 20. I think he had what? He probably had like one of those his whole career, if that. If he even has he had a 20 assist game yet? Like he's on the rise.
I'm like, hating on that man like that, man.
I'm not hating, bro. I'm talking about consistency.
It's like his third year. If that,
it's Trae Young's fifth year, something like that. Like, what are you talking
about?
Trae
Young's one of them guys. We already know that.
And he missed the All-Star game. He didn't make the All-Star game
because he's the most hated. We know that. We know that. I agree.
And Tyrese Haliburton is just it's a hype thing, bro. He's good.
Hype.
He's good, but it's overhyped.
Well,
it's the same. It's the same. It's like the same with the John Morant thing. It was an overhyped thing. He's very good. Yes, we can't take that away from him. But he's
agree to disagree. What do y'all think, Zay and then BM? What do y'all think about Tyrese, man?
I mean,
sorry, you even got to go on this tangent.
I was never like high on Tyrese for whatever reason. I just wasn't a big fan on him. So I'm not high on him. I'm kind of with Claudio. I ain't lying. I'm kind of Claudio, but he's already surpassed. He's playing well. I give him that. Like he's playing better than I thought he was gonna do off the rip. But I never was like top. Nah, I ain't seen it yet. That's just me personally. I'm not big on him yet, and I don't think we're gonna be able to see how good he could really be in Indiana. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, my guy can hoop. I seen him play a couple times, but I'm not gonna speak on him and act fake up here like I didn't seen him play a lot. So, yeah, nah. I mean, based on what y'all see, yeah.
You think he's good? Do you think he's good?
I think he's good.
Yes. One more thing. To be honest, is he better than Darius Garland yet?
Don't ask me.
I'm not gonna.
After what I just seen.
Oh no, I'm asking you too. He's not.
After what I just seen.
He's not.
He's not. After what I just seen.
Go ahead, James.
From what you just seen? What you just seen was him on a podcast or on some type of stream joint talking about some. What's wrong with that shot for Jordan Poole? That's the
what I saw from Darius Garland was
from
atrocious.
Cancun.
Was atrocious.
It was atrocious, but it was from Cancun.
I'm just tell you this. I realize that these conversations go year by year when we say who's better than who. At first, I didn't think it was a year by year thing, but I realized that talking to certain people.
I'm not doing that. Hell no.
I'm not year by year. I think Darius Garland is a obviously he's my starting point guard. He's a good guard. I think he's better than a lot of guards, but I will say a lot of guards outplayed him, whether you want to say the playoffs or this basketball season. I will give you that. But I'm standing down on he's a top guard in this league, and we'll see as years to come. He lost it this year, though.
Fair enough. Not one of his best years.
Not at all. It was a new year with Donovan.
He also got hurt. Too.
He did.
I do like Garland though. I can't lie. I like.
But
Garland.
Donovan, man, that's a conversation for another day. I need a vent.
No, go ahead. No. Do your Donovan thing, man.
Donovan Mitchell. I just want to apologize. First of all, I want to apologize to 1335. Go big, go home. Just in the bubble. I'm in there talking crazy. Devin Booker, way better. Devin Booker. 3-4 years later, we get Donovan Mitchell. I'm like, F D-Book. D-Book trash. Nah, Donovan Mitchell. I'm hyped. I'm with Donovan Mitchell all year. And in the playoffs, he come and do that to my basketball team. He just came and just became a cancer to my basketball team, bro. And that's just unacceptable when you're supposed to be one of the top. When we're talking about top two guards in the league, before he came to my team, I'm like, my Cavs were just missing a 2-guard. We get a 2-guard, I think we'll be set. We can make a run in the playoffs. Get Donovan Mitchell, have a good season, 4th seed. We lose to a team that ain't won a playoff series, and man, that's all I gotta say. But Donovan Mitchell, get it together. Donovan Mitchell, get it together, because Garland was looking fine without you, buddy. All-star without you. Get it together, because you're messing up my boy career. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Donovan Mitchell is one of those players that's just hard to play with.
I swear, I just told somebody that, bro. It
doesn't have to be like that because he has a good game, but it's like he gets to a point where he's like, it's on me. When it does not have to be on you. And to be honest, nobody told you to put it on your back. This is not Utah, my guy. And Utah didn't even want you to do that. That's why they was happy to trade you at the end of the day, because They wanted you to be their scorer, but they didn't want you to think that you had to put the team on their back. Because I ain't gonna lie, 6'2" point guard, 6'2" shooting guards is not doing that. It's not dropping the ball. Sorry to say, but he has a chance to redeem himself. You think the small guard thing to be a problem? It wasn't that much of an issue. It wasn't having dual small guards. People are gonna say that's why it didn't work. They're gonna say that's why it didn't work for the Hawks. But I don't think that's the issue. You just got to be better. Some teams just outplay you, and if you're supposed to be on the tier you are, you can't. You have to be the best player in the series. You can't let Jalen Brunson be the showcase player.
Easily.
I would say,
easily.
And it was without a doubt he was a show. He's like, we knew that he was going to be the showcase for the Knicks, but he can't be the showcase for the series. We should say it wasn't Donovan Mitchell there. Like I'm saying, like I don't even know what to say. Like, to be honest, I mean, for a guy that even in the playoffs he's used to actually going. We're used to seeing him go off in the playoffs. He does. It's like, okay, if you lose, but Donovan Mitchell went off. I don't know.
Hey man, my man Josh had him in Rikers. But on to our next subject. Oh, look who joined, man.
Yo.
Look who joined, man. Hey, we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to you, but my boy Be Young, he gotta leave soon, so we gotta talk about this subject. He wanted to be here for this.
Yeah, gotta be there for the job. Dude.
You joined at the right time, Mike. Is he frozen?
No, he's frozen.
That's nasty. Anyways,
man, that's terrible.
Man, take that man off the stream. Remove. Anyways, there. Now he's back again.
What happened?
There we go. You good now. And man, make sure y'all sending the stream out, man. Yo, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, John Morant in trouble again, caught with a pistol in the car.
I came right in time, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Coach K, man, talk to us on this John Morant thing. What are y'all thinking? We're gonna go in the same order. So Coach K, Be Young, we'll go Mike, Say, and then Zay, because that's how it is on the screen now.
Okay.
You're muted.
Ooh, sorry, man. I don't think anybody on here is gonna say John Morant, is just young. That excuse is out the window. First, he should have never got that excuse to begin with, and that's the reason why we're in this situation. I keep telling niggas, I tell everybody this, I tell my friends this, I tell my family this, like, you just got to keep it 100 with people, bro. You gotta go on them sometimes. And some people justify his wrongs, allowing him to fall into the same wheel. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly think if we're gonna take Kyrie's Nike deal away for endorsing a movie, we got to take Ja's Nike deal away for being ignorant. We've seen Kobe lose his shit for allegations. They left him for 2 years for allegations. Also, if you guys can remember, lost his shoe deal. And he started wearing PE Jordans and Iversons and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, we've seen a lot worse happen to people that did things that I would say or maybe were not. Kyrie shit definitely wasn't as bad, and Kobe's as a Kobe fan, I'm gonna say, I mean, at the end of the day, he ain't go to jail or nothing. I mean, they gonna call it hush money. They gonna call it hush money, but you know what I mean. She wanted that joint in the ass. Oh, I mean, excuse me. So back on topic. Ja falls in the same subject as in like a lot of these other guys who've been careers have fell short because their ignorance in the league and not getting it. You know what I'm saying? Ron Artest didn't have no shoe deal. Steven Jackson didn't have no shoe deal. All these other menaces or other people that did defend him at some point or all that, they didn't have this type of what's it called, brand that John Morant has. So with the brand John Morant has, bro, he got to go, bro. He got to go. They got to drop all his shit. Memphis got to tell him, it's cut your hair, we trading you.
Oh, hold on. Shit. Hey. Hey, chill. All right. Okay, bro.
That's OD.
Hey, full revamp, bro. Like full revamp. I've heard so many people say, man, once I cut my hair, I just felt like a new person.
I understand that.
Like, so dreads hold so much memories, stress, love, all that shit. Let him go and just be a whole new guy.
I understand.
Hey, my man Cardio, though. Before we go to be young, man, we gotta get you some light, man.
Oh,
it's getting dark out.
Yeah, it's getting dark. We got here. Yeah, I'm gonna go inside in a little bit.
All right, be young. Go ahead.
Look,
I might just go commando with the no cam though.
Look, man, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. Check this out. Look, definitely 100% Ja's fault, right? And Zay knows. Me and Zay had a conversation about this already. So 100% Ja's fault for sure. My thing is the people he be around. I don't feel like, and this is just me, I'm not taking away from Ja's action. He should not pull out a gun. But why do they always got to record? Or, like, I guess I blame them to a certain extent too. Now, not the video, because I see the guy try to pull the camera down when Ja pulled it, you feel me? But still, I'm a big firm believer in, like, the crowd and the people you hang with. Sometimes they can have a reflection of who you are. That's just me. You feel me? Because, I mean, from my understanding, Ja wasn't raised in the hood, right? Like, from my understanding. Anybody know?
Nah.
I mean,
he was like middle class.
He's raised in the hood. Y'all know what y'all talking about.
Boy,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just going off what I see.
Niggas be like, nah, he got two parents. Nigga, I got two parents.
No, yeah, I'm not saying.
I'm gonna say he knows right for wrong, but being raised in the hood and all that don't make that's not the excuse. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you could be with those type of people and all that and still know right from wrong. That's a bad excuse. That's a very bad excuse. It's what you choose to do and what you choose to put out. Like you with all those people and you could let them know, like, hey, yeah, nigga, when you with me, nigga, you already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like being on camera like that and nothing like doing all that. I'm with people. I know people that do drugs and do all that other stuff and get on live and show their guns and all that. I've been in rooms with those type of guys. Yeah. You ain't never caught me on the live. Couldn't nobody in the world say they caught me in their live. So I chose not to be in their live, or if I told them, look, you put me on the camera like that, you stupid. I got an image. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want, like, for me, I like y'all my guys and all that, but I mean, you do you, I do what I do. Right. But you can't put that excuse on a grown man that touched this much dollars. He got parents. He got people. He could have been got a. He doesn't only have parents. They all live in the same fat estate, right? Yeah. Like, you feel me? Like, they go out, say, yo, talk to each other. He has role models. So when he gets to this and did this is on him, bro. This is all on him. Grown ass man.
Okay, I agree with you. For sure. I'm not disagreeing with you. My thing is, how can I put it? Y'all gotta understand, like, if that's you feel me, the people, because I grew up with, I'm a suburban dude. I'm not gonna lie, you feel me? I didn't grow up in the hood. I never claimed that I am hood, you feel me? But I went to school and all my niggas are hood, you feel me? All my niggas come from that lifestyle, you feel me? But they know I separate that. My thing is, Ja, you feel me? Like, if that's your crowd, but don't feel like you got to be like them. You feel me? Or don't feel like you got to, So I agree with you. I'm on the same page with you. My thing is, like, I blame Ja 100%. Like, like, he got to chill what he doing. But, hey, if that's a crowd you're going to hang around, you got to learn how to separate, at the end of the day when it comes to different things. So, but, Mike, you can go. I really want to hear y'all opinions, and I just really wanted to get that out, too.
Yeah, nah. With me personally, I think me and James actually went back and forth the first time, and I don't think, James, when we went back and forth, was this about a gun incident? I don't even think it was about a gun incident. Was it about something else, or was it about the gun in the club?
It was about the gun in the club.
Okay, and at that point, I remember telling you that it wasn't so much because you like, what's wrong with having a gun in the club? It's like, my thing is, before that even happening, bro, why? I think, bro, it's coming from I don't think this is solely on Ja. I think this comes from a household. This is a household thing, bro. Because what I'm realizing is the household itself has come upon a big number of money. Like, this is a large number of bread, bro. You see what I'm saying? And the actions of his mother and the actions of certain situations have been questionable from a parent perspective, bro. Let's just call it what it is. Like, if something happens at a shoe store, why are you calling your son that is worth $50 million to come and do what? Like, get that.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
So, as a mother and as a parent, if that's the way y'all thinking, that must mean it's deeply rooted. It ain't Ja is acting. No, Ja's acting like this because he wants to act out or something. Nah, bro. It's a mentality that I feel like I'm probably breaking up, but there's a mentality that's in the household that's making them act this way. That's how I feel, bro. And so, me personally, I think someone needs to like come into their lives as not even a PR person, but like as a mentor or mentee. Somebody needs to be a mentor or mentee to that family. You know what I'm saying? Someone else that is like, I don't know who, but someone needs to help them niggas get it. Cause if they keep playing around, Ja could lose millions, bro. Like, bro, you literally get paid to drink Powerade, wear shoe, and play basketball. And you about to trick it, bro? At a certain point in time, bro, like as a whole, as a team, as a totality, they need to get it together, bro. They need to get it together. And I've been peeping that shit was gonna get worse and worse when everyone something would happen, they would try to idolize it, not idolize it, but like put it aside. Oh, that's just one thing that just happened, or that was another case that just happened, or that was just something else that just happened. And now it's turned into a sequence of events that's kind of hard to negate. And so, I mean, that's where I'm at with it. You feel me? I mean, I understand it's just a gun. Niggas are allowed to have guns and everything like that. But it's like, yeah, niggas are allowed to have phones in school too when we were in elementary school. But why did you used to get suspended or get your phone taken away if you brought it out in class? There's rules and regulations to everything that you do. And once you sign up to do something, you have to adhere to those rules. And so that's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's my take.
This is a very touchy subject for me. And like Beyonce said, we just had this conversation the other day, and obviously having somebody I call a brother in this type of profession, not necessarily NBA, but this professional athlete. I think about these situations all the time because we're the entourage or the posse or whatever, you know. So I always think about like what I can do to protect that person and vice versa in any situation. It don't matter what's going on. So yeah. With that being said, this is totally on Ja Morant being a grown man and just having a terrible judgment on decision making, this in general. But I want everybody to understand. I got 2 points here. The issue is not them filming. It's the gun. So that's why I'm putting it on Ja Morant, because y'all, we all in 20-something. When we with our peoples, somebody's recording. That's just the day and light of the world now. Somebody's always recording. So whether it's your friend recording, somebody you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's always watching you. It don't matter where you're at. And it bothers me that Ja Morant has yet to understand that. You just signed all these different type of deals. You're a Nike athlete, and you just acting out. I hate seeing us black brothers do this, man. I hate seeing it because, like Mike said, like he can lose millions. He's already done it. He's already losing. He's losing millions by the day just off of simple mistakes of showing a firearm. I don't understand why he feel like he got to show the strap, bro. There's nothing wrong with having it, but for some
fucking mental illness, bro. I don't know what's within our community. Niggas need to show their strap. Oh, if you got that shit on you, you got that shit on you. I'm not sure to have a strap.
No bullshit. Like to be honest, I have one question for the world.
Hold on, man. Too many people talking at once.
One question for the world. This for the whole world, man. Now, what the fuck does showing the strap do in the video?
I don't know.
What is
like this, fellas?
What does it accomplish?
Like, what are you doing?
He wasn't flexing $1 million. He wasn't flexing a new like Lamborghini. Like, he wasn't even flexing like a super antique gun or like some you feel me, some crazy tough looking gun. What the hell does just showing a gun, like, what does it signify?
One of them.
It doesn't signify having fun or anything. Like, what does it do?
NBA young boy for real.
Young boy don't even flash guns for real.
I can't call it.
Hey, but even off of it being John's fault, I feel like his consequences, he's gotta get stripped down, like cut his hair, like the way they did AI.
Chill. Hey,
Listen. Hear me out, Mike. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but I feel like that should be his consequences. I don't think that he should, but I feel like being that this is how he's going to act, and we gave you a strike once, we know how the NBA work, bro. He ready to get the AI treatment. He's finna cut them. I promise you, Gilbert Arenas just said this too. Gilbert Arenas was like, he need to cut his hair. Gilbert Arenas said Josh should cut his hair and just go ghost for the summer. And he said when he show up to training camp, he gonna show up with a fade or a low cut, and then we're all gonna forget about the little gun, and we're gonna be like, oh, Ja, your hair. Like, so to Coach's point, not saying it's the right thing. No man should have to do that from this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't be the result of it.
Yes, the hell he should.
But I get it. But that's it's worked.
Crazy as hell.
It's so nasty because not to make it racy.
It's not race, nigga. White people can be put in the same situation. If he was yes, it's called re-imaging, bro. What are you talking about? They cut their beard or cut something, go fresh. Like, what are you talking about? It's just called re-imaging.
He has to at this point.
That's just what it is.
He's not understanding what's at stake.
That's his problem. If he didn't have hair, he wouldn't have to cut it. It would be something else he has to do. But the nigga, you got dreads, you gotta cut them.
Simple. And that's my last point, bro. T. Morant gotta stop being a fan
and be
a father. That boy's a fanboy. And I'm saying it's nothing wrong with going out with your child, your kids. You know what I'm saying? We done made all this money. Come on, pops, we going out. We're gonna go get to the strip club or something. But I've seen multiple videos. He's out there a lot. He's around a lot. So he's definitely seeing these actions. And for Ja to do this again, it shows that he's not saying enough or doing enough. So stop being a friend, stop being a fan, and just be a father. Put them paws on him one time.
I just hope that I don't think it's a situation where
you might get shot.
Chill out. I just hope that
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
I just hope it's not a situation where, like, because of the economics of the family, and now that I guess you could say Ja's a breadwinner, that Ja has a mentality of, well, I bought the house, I did this, so you can't tell me. I pray it's not that situation, because I don't care how much money I make, I'm still always going to respect my father and my mom, and any elder for that matter. You see what I'm saying? So to me, bro, it's charity begins at home. So it's like who you are with the bread is who you was without the bread. You just don't have it. So it's like
it's my last comment. I don't think it's like that, Mike, but I think it's like reversed to where like they look at Ja like this. I feel like his dad is I don't know, but this is me guessing. I feel like they look at him like, oh my God. They look at him as Ja Morant instead of their son. That's how I feel like that's how they're looking at it, to where they don't feel like they can still be a parent to him in a way, because he's bringing in so much income. Like, he just bought, like you said, they're in their own estate. It's probably 3 or 4 houses in that estate, and they got 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, step outside. Like, I feel like the dynamic of their household has completely changed to where Ja is here instead of being that son. Ja's the breadwinner now. Like, you want something done, you come and calling me. So I feel like maybe that's just a different way. They don't know how to still be parents with that dynamic in the household now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Zay. I definitely think with T. Morant, I definitely think it's got to his head, just social media. I think he usher for real, but the hood usher.
Untouchable, bro. T anything he want to. He courtside wherever he want. Diamonds, anything, bro. Like, he got what he wants. So I can see how he can be like.
He's his own celebrity.
Literally, he's his own person now.
Yeah, he is his own celebrity.
And listen, and here's the thing. My biggest thing, bro, is like, I am a big Ja fan. Like, I remember when him and Zion were coming out, I'm like, you had people that were Team Zion, you had people that were Team Ja before the shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Before they even stepped foot in the league. You know what I'm saying? I was a Team Ja guy. So to see him get to this level in the NBA where he's a superstar, bro, it's a beautiful thing. I just need him to just be more cognitive of what he's doing, man. That's it.
Yeah, man. We had a big discussion. People were calling me the police in the group chat. People were calling me a fed. People were telling me, saying, oh, you're being too harsh. Oh, everyone deserves a second chance.
Wait, you weren't the one that was saying I was being too harsh?
No, I was on your side.
Oh, then who was it?
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna air people's names out. But I said Josh should be suspended I was like, you can't just be toting guns, bro. And you an NBA player. Like, that's, people are all like, they were saying, oh, what does that have to do with the NBA? Oh, they want the hood, but they don't want to see the hood. Like, first of all, bro, John ain't that, bro. Like, yes, he might have grew up around some hood guys, but like, DeMar DeRozan grew up in Compton. Have you ever seen DeMar DeRozan tote a gun? Have you ever seen any of these Chicago niggas tote guns or anything like that? No, you being stupid, bro. And he recorded himself. I was like, I feel like the first time was worse than this time, honestly. Because like you in the strip club and you're recording yourself on your IG. Are you okay? He got a daughter at home. That move cost him 40 mil at least because he missed the All NBA team. So he's now eligible for the Supermax. He's probably losing more millions. And I was being harsh because I was all like, bro, he's being stupid. He's playing around with this opportunity. And then they're gonna talk about he went on a 10-day retreat. For what? What is 10 days gonna solve, bro? What is 10 days gonna solve, man? For anything. But yeah, I feel like I'm like Shannon. I'm just disappointed in Ja, and I feel like Kendrick Perkins was right. I think Ja Morant thinks that the NBA needs him, and they don't. They don't. I'm sorry, they don't. The NBA will continue. You're never gonna be bigger than the brand.
That's exactly how he moving, bro. And
You'll
that's
never be bigger than the brand.
He needs a reality check. Because if he feel like he bigger than that brand, he got another thing coming, bro. For sure. That's bad.
Not to get off topic, fellas, but live update. Spurs got number 1 pick. You feel me?
I just saw that.
I ain't gonna say I called it, but I called the Wemby Greg Popovich jump. I said, if Greg don't retire, they're gonna get him Wemby. He's like, it's another way he can get a foreign star in there and do what he does best.
What's the top 3, B? Or what's the other 2?
I don't know the other 2. I just, I seen everybody post.
Who I just heard the top 2. Damn, what the fuck is it?
I don't even know who the other 2 is.
Charlotte's number 2.
Could be
Charlotte has number 2.
Okay. So I didn't mean to mess the conversation.
Portland got number 3.
Nah, you good, man. I mean, I feel like we all agree we're on the same thing.
Yeah, Charlotte got number 2 and Portland got number 3. And I really do hope Charlotte doesn't grab Scoot because they have LaMelo and Terry. Exactly. And they allow Scoot to drop to the Trailblazers.
And let Dame get out of there.
They can do it. Let Dame get out of there. Rebuild.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And then they could trade for young pieces and go straight into rebuild. So it's a perfect opportunity.
So Brandon Miller to Charlotte? That's what it sounds like?
I would do that.
Oh, that's perfect.
Or one of the Thompson twins.
That's what I had said when I was on mute. I told Quack because the Thompson twins is like it's one that's the better Thompson twin is like a better Miles Bridges in my eyes.
He's like a wing.
He's a more aggressive Miles Bridges.
My thing with the Thompson twins, now that we're completely off subject.
My fault.
Nah, you good. This is
Look,
I wanted to bring it up anyways, but like I don't like that overtime elite shit. Cause
yeah,
thanks be young for coming.
I just wanted to say, James, I appreciate you so much for coming up here. It's an honor. I really do appreciate it. Zay, you already know we locked in for life. Nice meeting you, Coach K. Mike, I know you just came up here. Appreciate y'all boys, man.
Nice meeting you too, be young.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
man.
shout out your social media too.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, look, stay young _10. Follow me, man. Y'all need some. You feel me? I got some podcasts on the way to myself. So, hey, look, we all got to go up. So,
what's the joint called?
So right now we don't have a name for it. I'm trying to come up with it, but right now we're just kind of doing like quick little clips as you've seen on my Instagram. So just kind of trying to get some things in the work. You feel me? So yeah, appreciate you, James. Hey, look, bro, really proud of you. Giving you your flowers because you definitely been consistent with it. I've been seeing it, so I'm just glad you got me up here, bro. Really, seriously. So do your thing, man.
Thanks.
All right, bro.
Thanks for coming on, man.
All right, Brody. All right, Zay1.
All
right, okay.
Listen, I didn't tell him it was my podcast, bro. This is the Act Like You Know podcast. You know what I'm saying? Sponsored by all of us.
Guys,
listen, I didn't want anyone to feel like, you know what I'm saying.
Hey,
I know I might.
Everybody eats, man. Everybody eats.
Yeah, man, we all eating around here. But back to the overtime thing that I was saying. Yeah, man, they're playing against like 17 and 18-year-olds, and like the oldest isn't the oldest Thompson like 20? Claudio, you might know better than me, honestly. You know, you in the high school shit. But overtime, you can go up to 20 years old, right? Lost him.
I don't even understand what it's for. The OTE. I don't.
Yeah, I was going. I didn't want to look like.
I don't understand what it's for.
Get you for that one. Yeah, like
Listen, me either. Me either.
Like, what is this? What I thought this was like a way for kids to not go to college, but like it just seemed like I don't know, they playing all year long. Like they were just playing like last month or something. I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Bro, it's like I don't know. Would you consider it like academy, bro?
Yeah, I guess.
It's like 7 teams though. It's like,
But listen, but people, Mike, you can get traded in your academy.
yes. There's like free agency. Y'all heard of I don't know if y'all been following, but there's a guy named Eli Ellis. Eli Ellis is a little guard. He's coming up. He's really good, but he plays in OTE. He just left a team like free agency type thing and went to another team. But it's in the league, but it's all OTE. I don't.
Oh, and they also all play in the same building.
Yes, like it's
weird.
It doesn't
bro.
make any sense.
It's like, hey, you on drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like yeah, basically.
Like you only play at one venue.
Yeah.
It's the bubble.
It's the bubble. It's insane, bro. But yeah, we'll see.
Oh, and then some of them are going to school
while doing this.
Yeah, like it's like high school, but it's like a way. I thought originally it was a way for high schoolers to get paid while playing basketball, but you can't even go to college out of that joint. I don't think.
That's what I was ready to say. I could have sworn guys were. I'm probably wrong. I thought they were getting offers in there, but I'm probably totally wrong.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm so confused. I need to learn.
It has to be because Eli Ellis is like a kid I was just telling you about. He one of the top guys out there as far as like media and stuff. He's a prospect. Like he's getting college offers. So that's why I'm confused because we got prospects going to the league, but we got guys getting scholarships, but they can go either way. They can go league or they can go college. Like it's crazy.
It's crazy. But I think I know what sport my son got to play though.
What sport is that, man?
I'm short, so we got to do some connection. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna make this shit work.
We're gonna do some what? Sorry, you cut off.
A little genetic modification where you could play with that. You know,
bro, no,
nah.
No, it's okay, bro. Just stick to soccer or something, bro.
God, bro.
Next subject, man. We're gonna get into our predictions and then get out of here, man. It's gone. I was hoping this joint could last an hour and 30, but we had some good combos today. First one, the one that comes on tonight, Lakers versus Nuggets, man. What are y'all series predictions, man? Go ahead, Zay.
All right, man. I don't know if y'all been noticing the magic number is 6. The magic number is 6. And there's one man that wears that number that can control the series like the way I think he will. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Lakers in 6. I think that AD will be
6.
You know, I think AD will be able to contain, and I say contain lightly, loosely. He'll be able to contain Jokic, and I feel like if he's able to contain Jokic, I think Jamal Murray's gonna have a hell of a series. I feel like he's gonna be playing like the Jamal Murray we've seen, and I think he's gonna, like I said, he's gonna play well. I just don't think that him playing that well. This sounds crazy, but I feel like him scoring his 35-40. And Jokic being contained won't win them the series. And I feel like that's just how it's going to go. I mean, Lakers are playing at a top level right now. They're playing with a lot of confidence. Everybody is feeling like they can go out there and do what they need to do to win. And that's scary when you got a team like that with AD and LeBron James. When those role guys are feeling like they can go out there and damn near do no wrong, then, hey, like Lonnie Walker, come on, y'all. That boy out there, and he out there just balling. Like he's playing out of his mind right now to a point where you can tell he's not thinking. He's just playing basketball, which is good for him. It's playing in that role. So yeah, I got Lakers in 6.
I like to tell James, am I allowed to like watch one game? I just want to see people's demeanor.
No, bro. Stop. Hey, you see Zay is an active watcher of the podcast, bro. You gotta cut it out, bro.
Always tells me no, bro.
But, you watched 2 rounds already.
Oh, every round different, bro. Everyone ain't created the equally. But if I had to choose today, bro, I'm gonna go with Lakers in 7. LeBron do the little what's the name joint and get focused, you know, on the game 7. But I do think that the Nuggets have grown up. It's not the same Nuggets from the bubble, right?
Facts.
I do think Jamal Murray is a lot more consistent in his game and has more of a niche to his game. I broke up right there, but I do feel like Jamal Murray is more consistent. I do think they have a good supporting cast. Only thing is, we just pray that AD is able to stay healthy, because I think if AD is able to stay healthy, he's gonna give what's the name? He's gonna give Jokic fits on on both ends. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna force Jokic to actually play defense too. So that boy's gonna be tired. And so, I mean, at that point, it's about who wants it more. And you know, if we're all equal, then the person that's gonna put us over the edge is Mr. LeBron James. You know, I've gone my whole life with. I was always on the other side of supporting LeBron James, obviously, because I'm a Celtics fan and he was to the finals every year, and then he was in my way and things of that nature. But, you know, as you get older, you got to get the hate out your heart, and it's amazing what this man is doing. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the Lakers in 7.
So I wasn't going to disrespect no two-time MVP, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. So yeah, I think what I would like to see, I think the Lakers are going to win in 6. And I think the biggest game is this game 1, because the Lakers have been winning game 1 the last 2 series, and it gives AD and LeBron a chance to sort of rest game 2 in a sense. Like, they don't have to go as hard, because the objective is to just win on the road. And so if they win game 1, you don't have to. You can now rest, and then in game 3 they turn it up. They turn it up at home, and then it seems like game 4 that's like the pivotal game. But if they're up 2-1 and they're able to go up 3-1, the series is essentially over anytime they go up 3-1. So I feel like this is the biggest game for the Lakers. I feel like you're gonna see the best defense they can play. They've been the best defense since all the trades happened. The Nuggets are loaded though. And that boy Jokic is definitely a problem. Feel like for the Nuggets, they gotta find a way to get AD in foul trouble, find a way to get him out the paint. The Lakers, you know, I would put Jared Vanderbilt on Jamal Murray, put some length, and I feel like Jared Vanderbilt has shown that he can guard these small guards. The Lakers have been one of the best teams at defending the pick and roll. So, and you know, Jamal Murray and Jokic are the best team, are the best duo at the pick and roll. So I feel like that's gonna be a pivotal matchup to see who wins that. Yeah, man, I just like the Lakers. I think AD is gonna not shut down Jokic, but you know, contain Jokic, like my boy Zay was saying. And yeah, I feel like that's gonna be the biggest matchup, AD versus Jokic. That's gonna decide the series. I feel like this whole playoffs is just on the back of AD. I feel like we'll see a better LeBron series because there's no one on the. I guess if they put Aaron Gordon on him, I guess that's who they would put on him. But I feel like LeBron. I feel like this is gonna be one of the better LeBron series than we've seen in the last, because it's not like they have a guy that really can lock up. They don't have like a Dylan Brooks or Andrew Wiggins. Is basically what I'm saying. But Aaron Gordon is a solid defender. I thought about possibly putting AD on Aaron Gordon and having him just like sag off, but I'm trying to think who would guard Jokic if I have Jared Vanderbilt on on Murray and LeBron on Michael Porter Jr. That leaves one of the two guards, and I just can't afford that to happen. So
yeah.
I mean, AD just got to stay out of foul trouble, man. I've been thinking about how they'll match up, and I guess we'll see it soon, but I don't. I know you want to keep AD out of foul trouble, but like I don't know what big they go to off the bench to really, because what they did in the bubble was had Dwight Howard guard.
Does he come in at this point?
I'm glad you said that.
What happened?
Is this why we picked up Tristan? Not we, but is this why they picked up Tristan?
Yeah, they were. Go ahead,
listen,
man.
As a body,
no, they picked up Tristan because that's LeBron's boy. just like Giannis got his brothers in Milwaukee. That's the same thing happening right now.
Why before the playoff run? Like why right before the playoffs?
Apparently, coach said that their plan is to rotate bigs to keep the physicality down there on Jokic. And he was saying like he didn't say the name of who they picked up. He didn't say the name, but he was referring to Tristan, but basically saying he's going to have the same type of role that Howard had. We know Dwight Howard and Tristan Thompson are, like that's not even the same person. But I get Tristan.
I get it.
Yeah, he can do it. He can do it.
Oh damn, not Dwight. Oh, Tristan did good this game. He gave us 5 or 6. And
listen, that's all you need though. That's all you need. All you need is like 2 of them games.
You know how Tristan be trying to play the little fake. I'm good playing good defense, and maybe it worked a couple of times, and Jokic had to tweak his shot just a little bit, and he missed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a body, bro.
And he's gonna play with so much energy. He's gonna be so Tristan Thompson gonna be so turnt to finally be back on the basketball court, knowing he's playing for a championship. So I just feel like his energy is going to just take it over the top, and I feel like he's going to play well if he does play. Because they also talking about Mo Bamba. I thought Mo Bamba was hurt. Apparently, he can play too. So I don't know. But I wanted to say this though. I'm challenging Bron. Like I know you said like you think this is going to be the series. He's going to have one of those series. Like I think he needs to. I think LeBron James needs to be very efficient and just not necessarily dominating, but just be in tune with the game. Like, don't let us feel like you're not in tune in this game. Like, I feel like he can't take any games off this series because one thing we've been doing is sleeping on the Nuggets. I actually said I had Lakers Nuggets in the West Conference Finals, but I had them not even competing. But the Nuggets, they deep, man. They can get it rolling. They play fast too. So Bron got to come ready.
I control the flow of the game, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Because y'all know this. Go ahead.
Oh, my fault. I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you gonna say?
Nah, I was just rambling. I was gonna say like the Warriors tried it. The Warriors was pushing the pace and they was trying, but it got to a point it just was not working.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like we all agree. I think we all think that the Lakers are gonna win. I feel like we all feel like what is the finals is gonna be, or we have a mutual agreement, which leads me to our next joint. Shout out our boy Mike, man. He came out with an early prediction from the chat. Where is it, man? He says Celtics in 5. Say, what do you think?
5? Man.
Or should I go last since I'm the Celtics fan?
Go ahead, go first, man.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Mike. For yours.
I want Mike to pull up that comment by Mike. You know, Mike, you aren't so wrong about that Celtic in 5 feeling, brother. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know that going into this series, bro, let me read you a couple of names that won't be there this year. You know what I'm saying? In the series that we lost to these niggas in the bubble, 4-2, very frustrated. I was very, very flustered and frustrated because I don't know why for the life of me why we lost to these motherfuckers. Then I realized why we lost to these motherfuckers. I'm going to tell you why. At the time, we had a gentleman by the name of a point guard by the name of Mr. Kemba Walker. Are you guys familiar with that guy?
Cardiac Kemba.
Yeah, cardiac, right? He's giving us the cardiac arrest. He wasn't giving them cardiac arrest. We had another gentleman by the name of Gordon Hayward. Do we remember that guy?
He was solid. He was hurt though.
Okay.
When he came back, y'all played well with him.
Okay, but it's not to the levels of nearly anyone that I'm about to name after this. And then we also had a backup point guard in Brad Wanamaker. You know, that's not the Celtics. That's not us no more. You feel me? I just feel like now we're entirely too deep. And if the Celtics play the way that they're supposed to play, which they showed you in Game 7 and in Game 6, that's how I expect, that's how I envision for these motherfuckers to play, then we'll be fine. It could be Celtics in 5. It could definitely be Celtics in 5. If anything, Celtics in 6, bro. You know what I'm saying? I expect Jaylen Brown to step up. I know the guy is gonna give us some fits. I know JTB, Jimmy the truth. You hate when I call him that, but I know Jimmy gonna go smack. And you know what I'm saying? I could at least give Jimmy 1 or 2 games, but it has to be the Celtics in 5 or 6. Simple. And it's off to the finals. I just think with I can't hear you guys.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh, but I just think with, you know, Derek White, with just the emergence of, you know what I'm saying, Robert Williams, because Robert Williams was young back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Brian, I feel like we're too deep now. Not including the 6th man of the year. You know what I mean? Just like we're good. And Jason Tatum is older. Jaylen Brown is older. Their games have both been refined. It's not the same team. Granted, I think we've lost to the Heat a couple times this year during the season. I get it. And they're probably not the same Heat as well. I don't know what their roster looked like in 2020, but I just think that we just gotta get that. We gotta get that out the way.
Well, I really want to say I think the Heat are going to win this series, but I just can't get myself to believe in that. So I'm gonna say Celtics in 6. Like Mike said, I just think that Jimmy Butler, the dog that he is, and with who he has around him, when they're without Tyler Hero, but I just feel like they're going to play hard enough. They're going to win 2 games, and this is a low key. There's no low key. This is starting to become a rivalry. This is a thing. Like they don't like each other, so that's another reason why I want to lean towards the Heat, because I feel like they're coming in with more of a want to win due to what's happened in the past. But I do think that the way that Celtics just finished this series, I feel like they're gonna like get back in the groove of Celtic basketball, and then I feel like they're gonna have a really good series. I just think, like you said, they're just too deep. And I think the Sixers woke them up. There was a point in the series I was just like, what? Why can't the Celtics dominate the Sixers, or why are they having issues with the Sixers? So I feel like with them coming back in that series and finishing the way they did, they're going to recuperate, and they're going to be a better team for this next series. And being that there's more at stake, obviously a trip to the finals, but playing a team that you already have bad blood with just makes the series even better. So I feel like the Celtics are going to come ready to play. And ultimately, I believe that Tatum, Brown, and the guys will win in 6.
Sorry, man. I got caught into watching the game, man. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, man. I think the Celtics are the most complete team in the playoffs left. I mean, with the experience and everything, and all the right pieces. You got Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White. They were just here last year. I think they're gonna start. They're gonna take this series. Serious.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna play around anymore. I think they just saw. I think, like Zay said, the Philly series did wake them up, and you know what I'm saying, they about to do their thing. I think they can end it in 5. So I'm gonna go with the Celtics here too. I'm gonna go with them in 6 though. I got respect for Jimmy Butler. I think he'll get him 2 games. But I've been hearing that Jimmy Butler's ankle has been bothering him lately. It's been getting worse since our series with him. But yeah, I just think that the Celtics are too complete for the Heat, and Celtics in 6, man. They're going back to the finals.
I just can't see them. If the Celtics play like they can play, I can't see the Heat winning this series. That's just all it is. But I'm rooting in the back of my head. I'm rooting for them though. I'm rooting for them, but I just can't see it.
Hey, Coach K, you back, man?
Yeah, I'm back. Did you miss me or miss this? You know the words.
Hey, man, you gotta give your predictions. I'm gonna go back just for you, man. Give your predictions for the Lakers Nuggets predictions, and then give your prediction for the Heat and Celtics, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah. I knew. I when I first got back on, I accidentally joined the other stream thing, and I was watching, and I saw y'all were giving y'all Lakers Nuggets thing. I was like, oh shit, I'm on the one thing. But Lakers versus Nuggets, man. I'm gonna say Lakers in 7, Lakers in 6 if we get game 1. If you want me to say why, I say Anthony Davis has the greatest opportunity to be the most complete basketball player he can be playing against Jokic. He has the opportunity to guard one of the most craziest offensive minds we've seen in this game, as well as he's getting guarded by a cupcake. So he has to average 20 and I'm going to give him like 20 and 2 blocks. 12 points and 25, 12 points, 12 rebounds and 2 blocks. So this is all on AD. This is AD's Western Conference Player of the Year awards. They just made those, right? This is a chance to grab that.
You're talking about the Magic Johnson MVP.
Yeah, the Magic Johnson Award. Magic Johnson MVP or whatever bullshit. But this is his chance to grab that. The only way the Nuggets beat us is the only way the Nuggets have been winning this whole time. MVP joke. And
you got the game going on in the background.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Oh, wow.
My bad, bro. I'll turn it down. But other than that, other than that, I honestly do believe the Lakers should be able to pull this one out because we do have the better overall team, and although they're a pretty stacked team as well. My role players have been playing better throughout the playoffs, so I do have a lot more belief in us.
All right, man, and then finally
the next
your
one.
Heat.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know I've been waiting for this because I'm torn in this one. I love Jason Tatum, and I want to see him win a championship before anybody else that's in the league right now. But I'll say this. If Hemi is really who he is and trying to cement himself to being the guy he can be after taking a semi-bake in the second round, it's time for him to explode again. You know what I mean? This is a series where he'll have to be an absolute dog on both sides of the floor, guarding Tatum or Jaylen Brown, and as well as helping the Heat by scoring 20 to 40 points a game if they want to be successful versus the Boston Celtics, which are one of the best defending teams. But with all that being said, Celtics in 7. Jimmy, it was a great run, but you don't have enough behind you. And bam, this is not the Knicks, bro. They're gonna strap that little shit. You don't have enough offensive moves. I'm sorry, I don't have Al Horford or Robert Williams having trouble guarding Bam Adebayo, the fake Nigerian nightmare.
All right, man. That's gonna do it for our first ever live stream. We might do this more often. Honestly, I kind of like it.
I like the format. I won't lie.
Yo, never mind. I ain't. Never mind. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm about to say. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna talk about it afterwards.
All right, but and man, last remarks will go in order. Zay, Coach K, Mike, say, man, any last words before y'all get out of here?
Man, I had fun, fellas. I've been trying to get on here for a while, so I'm glad James hit me up and let me get on here. Appreciate y'all time, man. I just want the world to know. Jokic, get with it. Stop hating because he's a foreigner. Get with it.
Wait,
Some of the best players in the league right now are foreigners. I'm sorry.
People be hating on Jokic?
They be hating, bro. They be trying to play the race card, and I ain't going for it.
Wait, wasn't you one of them, Mike that said Embiid should get the MVP?
Nah.
I'm gonna go check the group chat.
That's my last remarks, man. Jokic is the best center in the league. He ain't gonna win this series, but he's the best center in the league. I had to let that be known. Shout out that boy. Shout out that Buckeye D'Angelo Russell, man. Lakers in 6. It's time. Appreciate y'all. On social medias, follow me, yo_Fernandez on Twitter, Instagram, YOO_Fernandez. Follow me, man.
Y'all know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Coach K get busy on these pods. All I gotta say is
what you got to say? Are we frozen or?
No, it's him.
I wasn't frozen. I was just playing with y'all. I wasn't sure that joke was gonna work. But what's it called? I'm sorry for all the doubt I've had on my Lakers all season. Hey, Poppy, man. If you ever do see this, you was right. The Lakers is winning a chip, bro. We about to be the greatest team of all time after this season. And it's going to be a whole different type of talk. Hey, Mike, don't make that fucking face. You know what time it is. And I hope we get to beat Boston so Boston can understand that when it comes to finals, Lakers versus Boston, we run this fucking NBA. That's it.
Mike? Is he frozen again? This is nasty, man.
See, niggas talking about me. I faked the frozen. This nigga real live got his eyes
No,
up.
real life be getting frozen, bro.
Come on, man.
He's frozen. Real life can't help it. Look at him. He's trying to fix it too. Look at him. He's still frozen.
While we're stalling, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know this was. Oh, there you go. Go ahead, Mike.
What happened?
There you are. You here?
Come on, man. You were frozen.
Yeah.
Last remarks, man.
Yeah. Oh, last remarks. Hey, before I say my last, what you say about Boston? I missed out on all of that.
Oh, you want me to repeat myself?
Yes, please.
You wanna hear it again?
I didn't hear it.
What I said is the Lakers are the greatest organization to ever be created, and it'll be proven this year when we get to beat the Boston Celtics in the finals and we take charge as the most winningest NBA, you feel me, franchise of all time, having the greatest players of all time to play for the team, because we are the greatest, and green, it doesn't look as good as yellow and purple.
Word. My last remarks would just have to be, if I were you, bro, I would worry about Denver. Number 2, the Celtics will be beating the Heat, and we will be seeing whoever we need to see in the finals. This is our revenge season. I'm saying? Thank God the GSW's out of here. I'm saying? We gotta worry about them niggas, because for some odd reason, whether they were good or whether they were bad, we just couldn't beat them anytime. But as it relates to my last closing remarks, as it relates to the Lakers, this doesn't surprise me at all. I don't know if, James, you have it on record or not, but I do remember saying that the Lakers remind me of what GSW was last year, that, yeah, they don't have the matching record, but I do think because they have the veterans that they have, they could get into the playoffs and make some noise, and that's exactly what they've done. That's exactly what they have done, and so kudos to them. Y'all know where to follow me. Hopefully we get to do this live stream again, and yeah, I stay blessed. Hey, Zay, appreciate you for coming. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you get to join us a lot more. Love to have you here more.
Yes, sir. Y'all boys keep this thing going, man. Keep it going, bro.
Hey, man, that's it, man. We out, man. Appreciate everyone that joined and commented during the live stream. Make sure y'all share with y'all friends. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.
We out.